We're good.
Gotcha. Hello, foggies. So, yeah, just thinking of doing a quick build vid today. Gonna get some chaos wire in the old goon. I did have one of Gary's wizard builds in there, but it's had its day. It's a lot of wire as well, so it's been rinsing my batteries. So I just thought I'd do a quick vid of me putting another build in there. This one's going to be a sleeper, so some of you might not be familiar with it, and if you're not, pucker, be something to learn. Take my battery out, safety first and all that. So just going to get this old build out of here quickly.
Cold everybody's had.
You see that alright, my mate?
Perfect.
Yeah. All good. Got my nice new phone with my nice new camera as well, so there we go.
No, he's not brilliant. Well,
Let's get all that out.
Another operation with lung, and they said that they're not going to do it because
Some nice old aliens in there, bless them. They serve me well, good flavour.
it won't.
This new build won't be as good on flavour, but on clouds it will probably beat it.
And he's got a W valve in his heart.
Some nice chaos wire here.
Think about that.
22 gauge, so we're probably going to need about, I'm going to go with 6 wraps maybe. 6 wrap sleeper. Probably home out around 0.12, somewhere like that maybe. We'll have to see. I'm also going to be building it on my RX, just so we can check ohms, etc.
I think he's fed up.
Oh, there we go.
It's too
So yeah, we're actually here at SimSig. Alright.
You know, he's going in on Sundays, he's only getting 1 day off.
So we're going to have customers coming in and out. You'll have to excuse them. Gary's about to chuck clouds all over my face.
It's nearly an hour's drive now.
Cheers, bro.
You know,
Right then.
and I think he just thinks, you know,
So a sleeper or continuous coil doesn't have a break in it. You bastard. It doesn't have a break in it. So basically it's going to be a coil. This was taught to me by Chris Jackson, one of our boys.
4 years, I think.
It's going to have a coil. It's going to go straight through without a break, and there's going to be another coil wrapped afterwards. Usually the first coil comes out nice and neat. The second one's usually a bit scruffy, so
Thanks, Eric. Bye.
that's how it goes. I'm going to go around a 2.5mm bit. So here we go. Cut off Nick's soggy end. This chaos wire is really nice actually. They stock it here at SimSig. It's ni80, so a slightly different ratio of nickel to nichrome, nickel to chromium. So we'll do our first 6 wraps. Just going to get that on there like that. You watch me mess this right up now because I'm on video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As I said, pretty scruffy because I'm on video, but never mind. There's our first bit. Just going to guesstimate a bit of wire. Snip this off. I was thinking of live streaming this, but if I live stream it, I will mess it up, and then we'll all be crying. So that's our first coil. So what we're going to do, feed that straight in there. Cheers, cameraman, doing a marvellous job. And what we're going to do, we'll just get our other 2.5mm bit. Put that through there. Lovely jubbly. Okay, just going to tighten her up, ready to wrap our next 6 wraps on there.
It's not ideal.
Well, I say, not the neatest build ever,
I mean,
but it works.
what about a battle bit?
You see that alright, mate? My finger's in the way.
Yeah.
Kushti kushti.
Yeah.
So what I'll do, I'll just tighten this up first, so when I put my next 6 wraps on there,
Depends on what one you have.
it should all stay in place.
Standard 24 mil, charge.
Lovely jubbly. Snip off our excess straight away. So now we've got that first 6 wraps in there. We're going to go straight round and do another 6 wraps. Now this wrap goes over, so this wrap on this side is going to go under. Yeah? So we'll turn around this way. See what I'm doing there?
No.
And we're going to go
You can have Doge, if you want, there's a copper Doge, if you want Doge,
1,
which is the original Doge. Depends on how low you're going to go, really. And if you don't want it to
2.
latch as well.
This bit's always scruffy on this other side, but never mind.
So, obviously it's a bit more money, if it's not a standard claim, pay extra on it.
3,
But yeah, there's a few in there. Depends on what you want, really.
4,
Or Apocalypse. Got a goon style deck on it, isn't it? Yeah.
5.
I think I haven't got any copper ones. I've got like the heat trees.
This last wrap's going over, so we're just going to literally fold her over like that, pull her tight. Now it is a bit more of a pain in the arse to do a sleeper, but what you'll find is, because there's not that break in the wire, you get much less voltage drop, you get much less resistance overall. You are likely to get a more powerful build, as it were. Better clouds.
Almost side by side this time.
I've gone and used my screwdriver for that now. I've got another screwdriver. We're just going to loosen this bit off. What I might do is trim this up a little bit, just so I've not got loads of wire hanging around everywhere. Okay. This bit's fiddly, but not too bad. I'll use these just to guide that in there, if they work. Yeah. So we're going to just jam that under this clamp here. As I say, can be a bit fiddly first time, but it's not too bad. There we go. And what I'll do, I'm actually just going to pull that through with my massive pliers. Could do with some smaller pliers really, to be honest, but never mind.
You've been saying that for months.
I have been saying that for months. Thing is, all the time they work, don't really need to get any others, do I? So as you see there, we got our 6 wraps on there. We got our 6 wraps in there. Just going to pull this tight again. There we go. What we'll do is, once I've actually put this build in, I'll pulse it out, heat all the coils up and pinch them together so it sort of neatens it up after I've built it. Not looking too bad so far though. So I'm going to tighten all that up. My nice rounded off screws, they love it. Here we go. Let's have a look. That's looking nice. So you see there, 6 wraps here, 6 wraps there. This is all one continuous strand and this one's broken. Lovely jubbers. When we snip this off, try and be careful not to snip your other coil. That would suck, wouldn't it? Lovely jubbly. Starting to sound like Jamie Oliver now. Pucker, 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 pucker. So there we are. Just going to push this over a little bit. Just so that we're not losing a wrap completely. Now one thing I find with these builds is you often get problems with one side heating up more than the other. That usually goes away after a bit of pinching and a bit of TLC. Let's just see how that's ohming out then. 0.12, look at that.
Spot on.
Exactly what I guessed, so not just a pretty face, huh? So we're just going to drop this down to about 20 watts, maybe 30, because it's quite a lot of wire.
15 quid for 50 mil.
Down to 30 watts. Good old trusty RX, you can't go wrong with these. Absolutely pucker bit of kit. Proper workhorse. And what we're going to do, we're just going to pulse it, make sure we ain't got too many hot spots anywhere. So as you see, this side is actually heating up a lot faster than this side. We can ease that out with some pulsing and with some pinching.
I've just seen
Yeah, we're going to be selling them, so.
already. I might have to grab a couple.
Let's pinch that in.
So I've always wanted, I've been looking at their playlists for months and months now.
Yeah, well, we do it, and then we'll work out 25 quid for 500 mil. So.
Yeah.
And we're actually, surprisingly, considering it's nichrome, getting some gorgeous colours on there. That's an Instagram, isn't it? Probably not clean enough for an Instagram.
Get 15 likes.
Yes. So what I've seen is actually this is coming out a bit too much here. So I'm just going to loosen her up, push that over because that's actually annoying me. It's more for aesthetic purposes, but I don't particularly want it to be sticking out that far, so I'm just going to shove it over. Try and neaten that up a little bit.
Would you vape back? Free.
Yeah, free.
There she goes, that's a little bit better.
It'll be a bit strong to go in that, I thought.
Tighten that back up.
Yeah,
We're not looking too bad.
You know the strawberry milkshakes?
It's always the way with videos. It's never going to be tidy on a video. If you're doing it yourself at home, pucker. Got no one watching you, no pressure. On a video, it's always going to be scruffy, but never mind.
now I'll just have that now.
How's that looking, Gary?
Looking good, mate.
It's looking alright.
If you want a cheap juice, because it's 60 mil for a tenner.
Yeah.
There we go.
So you
Let's
go.
get back to pulsing.
Just working out. I was going to have 3 of each flavour, and then I decided against that. Do you know how many flavours I
Yeah, slightly more even this time.
38.
Yeah.
That's I'll pass on that. But the lemon one is very nice. One that Joe has, I think it's a lemon one.
Yeah, when I woke up this morning, I saw him and Tom put their box shop flavours.
Yeah, that's right. They're real good, aren't they? Well, it's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not
Cheap
looking
one.
too bad.
If you're using a TFV,
I'm probably ready to up the wattage a bit now.
Thursday,
Go up to 50 or so. As I say, there's quite a lot of wire in there.
You're still good, people are still going to buy premium.
There we go, they're pulsing nice and even now.
Oh, it's nice to have it.
Give them one more little pinch just to tidy them up a bit.
You soon get fed up with it all the time.
Yeah, I keep wanting to buy box shop for ages. Yeah.
Lovely
We'll
jubbly.
I'll have some pre-mixed up. So
As you see, all them colours are gone now because we've pulsed it at high wattage.
that you'll be able to.
Sorry Instagram, not today.
One of each flavour you'll be able to try, so you'll be able to try.
All my 10 followers will be devastated. Right then, we're just going to let that cool down a little bit. That is looking lovely. Going to let it cool down a little bit and just wick her up.
Done it a while back, but
Yeah, so we got some cotton bacon, we got some juicy wicks. I think we'll go for cotton bacon, the old classic.
Standard.
yeah.
Industry standard. Just let you know we're not sponsored by any of these groups. This is just products we like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not looking too bad.
Really? What am I meant to do with that now?
So with cotton, both myself and Gary will tell you, less is more. Don't go cramming in as much cotton as you can get because you'll stuff up your airflow. You'll get less cloud. You'll probably burn your wick. It just won't be great.
Got to keep it light and fluffy.
Keep it light and fluffy.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do
is
just take off some of this excess here.
Oh right, this tastes like this. I'll buy it.
Some people will say use gloves because you get your oils of your fingers on there, but who's got gloves knocking about? So yeah, just going to twist up one end. Chuck that through there. If it behaves itself. Pull it through. That feels quite snug, but there's still a bit of movement there. Yeah, if you go too loose, you're going to get little pockets of juice trapped underneath your wick, and you'll get spitting and popping, and you will feel that on the back of your throat, and it won't be very nice. So this is probably a little bit more than I should be using, but it's not too bad, so I'm going to keep going with it. So there we go. It's all pulled through. We're all about economy here, so I'd rather not pull 2 strips off, just the one, pull it all the way through. Snip her off. As you see, look, less is more. Don't want to be over wicking. There we go, it's looking nice. And we've still got our strand here ready to go for the other side. Fluff her up a bit.
All like that, you know, the bazooka. It's like, they do.
Go through this other coil.
I will have some straight bump on bazooka.
Love it,
Coming in, which is what it says Joe Bazooka, so it's like bazooka.
There we go. I'm going to pull that through there. Pucker pommers. Again, that is feeling a little bit tight, but it's not too bad. I'd rather it was snug in there rather than being loose and then it will collapse and you'll get spitting. And here's a nice little trick Gary showed me. He's our cameraman today. Give him a little selfie, Gary.
Best way for fluffing up your cotton.
But they're great flavours. And they
Look at that, fluffy as fudge.
Oh yeah, they just they are what they are. They don't taste.
Going to pull off some of this excess again.
It will be blueberry. If it's bubble gum, it will be bubble gum.
Today I'm vaping on my own homebrew strawberry cheesecake. Can't buy it anywhere, but you can buy the ingredients. So come see Eric if you want to buy a mixing kit as well. So there we go. Just going to juice this up.
If you like ice, you've got any pigment at home?
There we go, get that all juiced up nice and good. Get in there for that erotic juice shot there, Gary. Yeah, mate, we love it. Look at that. I always overjuice when we're priming the coils. It will be far too much juice in there, but I'll just flick it off in a bin or something.
Don't want to burn the cotton.
Don't want to burn that cotton, because once it's burnt, it will never taste the same again. We're just going to very loosely push this in here. Still trying to keep it fluffy. Don't go putting too much pressure on your cotton, because you will create compressed areas that don't wick juice at all. Now once it's in there, some people will think that's alright. That is not alright. We need to be pushing that to the side and allowing airflow to circulate under the coil. Just get that little hair out there, looks like a dog hair. Yeah?
Airflow equals bigger clouds.
Airflow is bigger clouds. So just pushing that to the side. As you see, it's still nice and fluffy in there. We don't want to be jamming that in, because you'll compress your cotton and it won't wick. Let's push that last bit in there like this. Lovely jubbly. Thank you, Gary, for not chucking clouds all over my face. Lovely jubbly.
I vote too much of it. But I've always got concentrate out there, because it's the one that I have most of the time.
This last little tail here, she's going in.
It's really nice.
Again, you see that's all still nice and fluffy. We're going to push these bits either side. Keep that airflow going underneath the coil there. Lovely jubbly. Just going to raise that a little bit, just so that it hits that airflow nicely. There we go. Kushti, see how she chucks at 70, I think. As I say, this is 22 gauge ni80, so it's thick wire, but because it's nichrome, it's going to have lower resistance. We're looking good. That's at 70.
10 mil bottles.
Not looking too bad there.
So that if you don't want to buy
Just give the cotton another little shove.
Like, say for instance you just wanted to try it, you could buy yourself.
Kind of comes out a strange green once it's pulsed. It's interesting.
Nitron, that's nitron.
Yeah.
10 mil of
It's quite a pleasing green, to be honest.
You don't have to spend £25.
Juice it up a bit more.
Yeah.
But the £25 bill kit's going to make 200 mil. You work out
Have
how
a little
much
shove
premium
here.
liquid you could buy 200 mil of premium liquid, bloody, and they're all formulated. So they've worked the recipe out and made it into a one shot. So
All looking good.
These ones are one shots, and that one, and that one's one. It's the
Look at them.
base, which is a deer. It's generally a deer concentrate. It's 50 mil.
She's looking nice.
You'll probably get fed up with that before you know, it'll make, well,
So yeah, there you have it. Sleeper build.
about 250 mil.
Chuck that in. We'll just try that once more just to make sure there's no shorts. Doesn't look like there's any shorts though.
Wait till I get some money and then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to be doing a mixing
Looking
tutorial
good.
with hopefully Darius and Toby. They'll be
And she's
showing
chucking.
people how to
Lovely
do it,
jubbly.
You rate the flavour and also one shot.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of
Happy
things
days,
we
Gary.
started doing
Happy days.
on Foggy,
And you, foggies.
but it'll be as
Let's
we
get
can do it, but
that
then
on my tube.
few bits that come
Got
out
to chuck a
more.
cloud for the end.
Got to chuck a cloud for the
Very
end,
soon
don't we?
there's going to be a decent
Chuck that on the
giveaway.
tube like that.
Yeah.
So when it gets to £1,000,
Safety first.
best part of £80.
This is my old Switch clone. I still use this every day. Got authentic goon on there and a Switch clone.
I'll start
Happy days.
looking at some prizes to get it back. 'Cause it lost its way.
Lovely jubbly.
It's good. You know, it'd be good. And
It's
Tom's
looking
done
alright.
time for it,
Just
so-
needs to bed in a bit more.
But then we have to do it all the time, you know, so there's plenty of us that can do it. But they're still going to be happening, so.
Lovely.
Still.
Let's chuck a
at
cloud for
some
the
what
foggies.
happens, but they don't have to actually be there doing it. There's a lot of things that'll happen. So it's going to be good, it'll be cool.
Lovely jubbly.
But,
Morning, Gaza. We'll call it a day on that then, mate. Cheers.